Hello and welcome to a new episode of Simple Cryptocurrency Reviews presented by Offchain. In this episode, I'd like to present you the project called NEX, which is going to be the third decentralized exchange on the Neo blockchain pretty soon. So far, we've got Switcho, which is the first decentralized exchange. Then we're going to have Affiliate, which are going to launch pretty soon. And they're both a decentralized exchange built into a wallet where you can also store your Neo tokens. And finally, we're going to have NEX, which is also a decentralized exchange, and they're going to have the Fiat gateway, which is a really important aspect. Now, these guys have recently concluded their ICO on the 20th of September, and it was done via a lottery draw. Now, so only a certain number of people managed to participate in it. And the price was, I believe, $1 per one NEX token. We'll go into the details in a moment, but first let's talk through the website's details. So as we can see here on neonexchange.org, so NEX is a platform for high-performance decentralized exchange and payment. Round 2 and subsequently the NEX token sale has ended. Thank you to all who were able to participate in both rounds 1 and 2. Now, what is NEX and how is it better than current decentralized exchanges? NEX leverages an off-chain matching engine to enable faster and more complex trades across multiple blockchains, such as Neo and Ethereum. High volume. NEX handles enormous trade volume through its unique publicly verifiable off-chain matching engine. And then the payment service. NEX payment service enables third-party smart contracts on Neo to send and receive global assets such as Neo and gas as part of their computation. And complex trades. NEX handles complex order types that aren't currently available on other decentralized exchanges, such as market and limit orders. This is a very important aspect. Just like what we can see on Binance, which is a centralized exchange, they've got the stop limit orders. Now this is going to be available on NEX, which is a big thing for a decentralized exchange. NEX Wallet Extension. The NEX Wallet Extension underpins the NEX ecosystem, allowing quick and seamless coordination between NEX, dApps, and the websites. And finally, the cross-chain trading. NEX allows for performance trades between tokens based on the Neo and Ethereum networks. Now, we've got the NEX team here. So we've got the CEO, Fabio C. Canazin. Okay, and he is a co-founder from the City of Zion, co-founder and developer. So some of you may be familiar with the City of Zion already. They're the creators of the Neon wallet. Okay, which is one of the first wallets, I believe, that were launched on the Neo blockchain. That could be used for the Neo blockchain. Now, I've actually opened up Fabio's LinkedIn here because we can see that they've got LinkedIn pages to all the team members. So I just opened it up just to see if it looks legit. So yes, we can see it is legit. CEO at NEX City of Zion. And we can see the information about him. I currently lead the NEX management team and act as council member in the City of Zion. NEX is a next generation exchange built on blockchain technology, and City of Zion, a foundation that sponsored the homonymous community, the biggest and strongest blockchain development group in the world. Not long ago was doing HPC and ONG research for Schlumberg. So yeah, we can see for the past year, he's been working for NEX, and he was part of City of Zion from July 2017, and he still is right now. Okay, let's continue on their website. So yeah, we can see they've got quite a lot of people here in the team. They've got another co-founder and developer, designers, developers, marketing folks, QA automation engineer, so testers, then blockchain architects, developers, advisors, quite a lot of advisors, and Da-Hong Fei is one of the advisors as well, so the CEO of Neo. Now, yeah, you can access them on Twitter, Medium, YouTube, or LinkedIn. There is no Telegram link, okay? So if there are any Telegram groups, then those are unofficial, so just be careful with that, guys. Now, we can see they've got some partnerships as well with Flybridge, Connect Capital, KOR1, Badwater Capital, Phantom Labs, Neo, NGC, and so on. And if we look at their roadmap, so what are the major goals? So we can see in spring 2018 the web extension was launched. Launch of the web extension for dApp integration with Neo blockchain and NEX exchange. Framework release of an open source framework for conducting such sales, including smart contracts, wallet, and extension integration, KYC and backend website. Banking partner API template release, open source framework and template for interaction with NEX banking partner API. In the summer, they've developed the trading interface, the matching engine, which says here that the developed prototype capable of more than 50,000 transactions per second, settlement layer, and API for dApps. Now, in fall of 2018 is the token sale, so the participation for the lottery winners, which was already completed. Cross-chain token support, next web extension support for Ethereum and ERC tokens. Cross-chain token conversion support in the NEX extension wallet. So the browser wallet that you can use, right, the browser extension for NEX, will support Ethereum tokens as well, so ERC20 tokens. Now, token purchasing. Buy and sell NEO, Gas, and ORPX through banking partners. Mainnet trading release. Beginning of trading operations. Matching engine and trading user interface. Launched on mainnet with support for NEO, Ethereum, NEP5, and ERC20 tokens. Staking contract release. Launch of staking contract on NEO for holders of NEX to receive the exchange revenue. So yeah, these guys are going to basically enable you to stake for up to 2 years at a return of 75%, if I'm not mistaken, per year. So, but you do need to commit for 2 entire years. You cannot touch your tokens. Once they're staked on the smart contract, you cannot withdraw them for 2 years if you choose so. So you will be able to choose the period that's available. I'm sure there are different types, like it's not going to be only 2 years. There's going to be like a 1 year period, a 2 year period, and then I believe a 1 month period, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll go through that when we get to the white paper. Now, trading features. So winter 2018-2019 advanced trading features, cross-chain support, which is probably the most important one. Cross-chain support for trading BTC, LTC, ORPX, and NEX. Index funds, launch of cross-chain cryptocurrency index funds supported by the exchange and extension. And once again, if you're interested in getting in touch with them, contact at neonexchange.org, and they've got the social media links here. Twitter being one of them, so as you can see, they're quite active on Twitter as well. They have posted 4 hours ago from the time I'm making this video. So yeah, here we can see that on the 20th of September, the ICO was over. So our ICO was a success. We couldn't have done it without you. Read our message of thanks here. So if you're interested, you could access that. And now if we look at their white paper, so one of the interesting parts of their white paper that I wanted to talk to you guys about first is the off-chain matching engine, which is quite unique when it comes to decentralized exchanges. So an off-chain matching engine allows NEX to benefit from the performance characteristics of centralized exchanges while maintaining a decentralized user account model based on the blockchain. So as we can see in the figure, orders are signed and sent from user addresses to the matching engine, where they are quickly and deterministically processed using high-performance hardware. Matched orders are then signed off-chain and committed back to user accounts on the blockchain. The NEX architecture provides fast, decentralized exchange using an off-chain matching engine. Here we illustrate an example user interaction with NEX exchange. First, one user authorizes a trade to exchange token A for token B and sends the order to the matching engine. Next, a second user authorizes and submits a trade for token B in exchange for token A. The engine matches the orders and submits them to a smart contract for execution. Note that steps 1, 2, and 3, 4 can be initiated either via an API call or the NEX exchange website. To trade on NEX, a user must first authorize NEX to access the amount of token to be traded by calling the NEP5 approved method on the token smart contract. The user can then submit a signed JSON request to the NEX matching engine API, and once the order is matched off-chain, the engine will call the NEX smart contract to execute the order. Because a single invocation transaction on NEO can contain many smart contract calls, the engine can batch a set of matched orders in one on-chain transaction to minimize computation. Assuming 1000 transactions per second, NEX could potentially execute more than 100,000 trades per second on the chain. In the future, such batches could adopt match rings to further enhance liquidity. Now, trusted off-chain matching. While an off-chain matching engine brings enormous performance benefits, it also opens the door to potential trust issues between users and the exchange. How do users know that the engine is matching orders fairly, for example, and not manipulating the order books to its own benefit? To address this problem, we propose the idea of provable fair off-chain matching. Under this scheme, the off-chain matching engine follows a publicly specified deterministic algorithm. By combining this knowledge with a public ledger of the order in which trades have been sent to the exchange and fulfilled on the blockchain, any user can verify that the exchange is operating fairly. To make this trust in NEX even more explicit, in the future we plan to build a smart contract where users can submit evidence of unfair exchange behavior in return for a large reward. Concretely, matching on NEX occurs deterministically based on price and time, commonly known as FIFO. Lower priced orders will be matched first, with preference given to orders placed earlier in time at a given price level. Any modifications to an order will reset its placement time. So that's really good news, because they have found a solution to the problem with the off-chain transaction. Let's go down and talk about some other part that I'd like to. So I'm not going to talk about the fees. I would like to talk about another important aspect. Just give me one moment. Okay, so the on-chain, cross-chain exchange, yeah. So to enable cross-chain exchange, the matching engine coordinates settlements across two chains simultaneously, following the procedure outlined above. So to do this, the engine simply tells smart contracts on each chain where to move the funds that have been allocated for trading. So figure number 2, as we can see here, client 1, then we've got the NEX matching engine, and then we've got the NEO blockchain, and we've got the Ethereum blockchain. And here it shows you that the person is sending 1 Ethereum to the matching engine, and the other guy is sending NEO to the matching engine. So yeah, this is how it's going to work pretty much. And then it'll go to the client, to each individual client, to do the swap basically. The matching engine is off-chain and so can communicate with smart contracts on any number of chains. Further, every NEX user will own an address on each chain operated on by the exchange. So an example, suppose user A wants to trade 100 NEO for 5 Ethereum and user B wants to trade 5 Ethereum for 100 NEO. Each user places a limit order on NEX, moving their funds into smart contract vaults on NEO and Ethereum respectively. When the matching engine matches the trade, it sends a signal to the vault on each chain. On Ethereum, the smart contract moves 5 Ethereum into A's address, while on NEO, the smart contract moves 100 NEO into B's address. So that's how it's going to work. And then there's some withdrawal information if you guys are interested in reading. Further on, I do suggest you go to the white paper. And finally, I'd like to cover the extension. So this is how the extension actually looks on your web browser. This is the wallet where you can store your NEP5 tokens, and soon you'll be able to store ERC20 tokens, which are the tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. So the NEX web extension provides asset management software that can interact with web pages within a user's browser. By building tools for blockchain and cross-chain interaction into a single web extension, NEX will allow decentralized websites to interact more seamlessly with users through several APIs. So here we can see more information on user identity, how it's going to get the user's NEO address, transaction initiation, security. So yes, security is vital when building any asset management platform. The NEX extension has undergone a full security audit. The extension also integrates security features to prevent spoofing, such as a secret color and code word presented to the user in each pop-up window. Beyond adding new functionality to a user's browser, the NEX extension actively protects users from known scammers by forcing a redirect when it encounters a known malicious website. So it basically acts like a blocker, probably a pop-up blocker. This is my understanding. Now, finally, let's talk about the NEX token before we end this video. So the NEX token allows holders to claim a share of fees generated by the payment service and exchange. In total, there are 50 million tokens which will be issued that entitle holders to a share of the fees taken by the exchange and payment service. NEX holders can claim their profits through a staking process, which is the one I spoke to you about at the start of the video, where claims on the staked NEX operate similar to gas claim calculations on the NEO network. In this way, the token holders who stake NEX benefit directly from the success of the exchange services. As more fees are generated, holders will receive larger rewards. The NEX tokens will be regulated as registered European securities. Now, this is the important part. They are registered as European securities with plans for expansion to other jurisdictions. And here we can see there's a calculation on the fees as well. So I'm not going to go through that. You guys could have a read through the rest of this information. I just wanted to cover it briefly, the important aspects of the white paper. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, please, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and help me support the channel and help me grow, obviously. Please like this video if you're new, like I said, or if you're an existing user, please don't forget to like. If you like my video, it will help it make it to the top in the search. And finally, please follow me on Twitter at Offchain. Don't forget to do that, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.